So this morning I already had got things done. I cleaned my room. And I went to go eat. And here I am on top of this building. So there you go. Alright, so I'm on my way back and we'll be at the dorm soon. Oh, and I have to walk down Mount Everest. Look how long this is. There's like 12 sets of stairs, so cue time lapse. No packages. Alright, so now we're back in my dorm, as you can see. But I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind, and I wanted to talk to you about something that's been on my mind for a little bit, and something that may help you guys because it's helped me personally. And I think it's kind of fun to talk about. So starting this YouTube channel, I've been having a lot of motivation to continue and to do things that I want to do with it, and I don't want to sit here and talk to you and lecture you guys and say you need to do this, because you absolutely do not. But I just want to give you some tips and pointers that have helped me, and hopefully they'll help you if you put them towards your life and be consistent with them, because consistency is key for everything that you do. Don't stop. Just do your own thing. So let's get right into it. So one thing, I've had this idea. It's called One Thing. I heard a little motivation piece on it. But find one thing that you can do every single day to get closer towards your goals, no matter what. So it's the little details that count towards your big goal. Little results will equal a massive difference on anything, whether it be physical, mental, spiritual, academic, athletics, anything. It can make a massive difference. And so the principle of one thing can, like I said, bring you to a massive goal. So I challenge you today to write down your goal. Make it very clear on what you want to do and what your perfect life would be in the future. Whether it be, and what is your health like, what is your energy like, what is your body physically like and mentally like, how are your relationships, love and friendships, and how much money do you want to earn, and how are you going to earn it, and what job would you like to have with earning that money, and what type of cars would you like to have, and what type of house would you like to have, and it may take a day, it may take a week to think about it, but it's important to write it down, and so you have a physical copy of it, and you look at it every day to remind yourself of what you want to do in life. And so obstacles, put those in there. Any obstacles that you may find, or that may challenge yourself, put it in there, and it will help you figure out how to go around it. And so you need to be 100% all in on this dream if you want to make it happen. No excuses, no cheating. So it's really hard to make most of your dreams come true, because you're not all in and you're not doing everything you're capable of doing. Even if it's just one little thing of not eating a cookie, or maybe I'll do 10 extra reps of this at the gym every time I go. Or maybe it's something like not being on Facebook for 2 hours a day, instead going out and sitting outside and just enjoying nature. And even if you live in the city and you may not have the nature, just go outside and play and sit out there, and don't be on your phone. Just relax and take everything in you can, because life's really interesting the more you take in. So but for this one thing that you need to do every day, you need to make it a habit. And it can be a new thing every single day, it can be the same thing every single day. It can be for 2 weeks I'm going to do this, and for the next 2 weeks I'm going to do that. Just make it a habit of what you want to accomplish, and make sure you do everything you can to go towards your goal. So the extra effort is going to be a massive difference for anything, whether it be physical body, mental, spiritual, getting closer to yourself, or if you believe in God, then 100% go for it. So this younger guy, he really wanted to be a comedian and make people laugh and make people's day. And so he started talking to his mom about what he could do. And she was okay with him doing that, but he really didn't have the money for it, to be on his own and to have success. But he really wanted to do it. And so he asked his mom if he could have some money for some rent and to fulfill his dream of being a comedian and make people laugh. And so he went out on his own, and about a month went by, and he was really loving what he was doing and having fun, but the checks weren't cutting it for his rent. And so he asked his mom if he could have some money, and she said, "Have you been reading your Bible?" He said, "No, Mom, that's not really what I asked for, and I'm just asking for rent because I'm a couple months behind." And so he just hung up the phone and went on with his day, and about a month later he got another notice that he had to pay his rent from the apartment. And he asked his mom if he had money, because there was a little bit of money coming in from the comedian, but it still wasn't cutting it for his apartment. And then he called his mom and he said, "Mom, can I have some money for some rent?" And she said, "Have you been reading your Bible?" And he said, "Okay, Mom, it's not the time, I don't want to talk about this." And so a couple months more went by, and he got an eviction notice on his door. And he said, "Mom, I really need the money or else I'm going to get kicked out." And she said, "Have you been reading your Bible?" said, Mom, no, like, I don't want to talk about this right now, and hung up the phone. And about a couple hours later, he went and was like, okay, well, I guess I'll look at the Bible. And so he went and looked at the Bible, and there's 6 months worth of rent checks in the Bible. And so he felt really bad and called his mom and said, Mom, like, I feel terrible. I finally found the rent checks, and, you know, you've been my biggest supporter, and I'm doing everything I can to make it happen. But one thing I wasn't doing was being faithful along the journey, and I really appreciate you of pointing me in that direction. And she said, don't worry about it, like, everything's all good, just make sure you do what makes you happy, and stay faithful to the people that you're around, and everything that, you know, that you're doing. And so he became one of the biggest comedians that has ever been on this planet, and his name is Kevin Hart, and he's an amazing comedian, makes everybody laugh, and if you don't like him, then I'm sorry, but I think he's really funny. And so I think that was interesting because he went all in on his story. Even though he got help from other people, he went 100% in because he knew he loved to do it. So I challenge you to do that. Maybe not that big, but if you want to achieve your dreams, then you need to go all in. So that's about it. That's all I gotta say. All right.
Damn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on